Welcome everybody back once again. Sorry about last week, but due to Mother Nature being a little ticked off in my area, I was not able to come on and broadcast. But I'm here tonight. Appreciate everybody that's out here with me. Super Speedway Kings, as usual. MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the freaking hobbies. Why? Well, again, because that's what the wife says. So that's what I'm going by. Freaking hobby Bobby. Say that fast 3 times, will you? Super Speedway Kings here at Decal. What are we going to expect? Well, first of all, we're not going to expect the national anthem because I was late trying to get the thing hooked up and queued up. But what we are going to expect is 3 and 4 wide racing off these cats. They are the best at this thing. Doesn't get any better than these guys. For anybody that's been out here watching and following these guys, I mean, they are the best. There's so many champions and league champions that's been won off each one of these guys in this league. Jimmy Crow, he decides who's going to be in this league and who is not going to be in this league. And believe you me, we got 42 cats out here that are running this series again for the 3rd time. Definitely exciting. Pit road strategy. Basically, if you get green flag pit road stops, you do not want to get your ass ran over. You do not want to run anybody over either. Also, you do not want to get caught speeding because that really sucks at these long super speedways. And you will go down a lap before you can blink an eye. That's the way it kind of works here because they're really fast. Now, wrecks, yeah, we're going to have them. It's inevitable. It's just the way it is. Question of it is where and when and how many times. Front, back, middle. It's going to happen. These guys know it's going to happen. They plan on it. Some decide to run outside, way back in the back. Some decide want to run way up front and basically try to stay away from those wrecks. Well, we're going to find out right here in about 4.5 minutes. So sit back, kick back, relax, take it easy, enjoy yourselves. Because it is Super Speedway Kings coming at you now. It's qualifying time. The 42, Jason Middleton. That's a good-looking ride right there, the monster. Well, I'm sorry, it's the Mountain Dew, but it looks like a monster. But I do like the paint scheme. Now, Jimmy Crow, I'm looking for him. And there he is. This guy has been on the pole, I think, 3 or 4 times now in a row. I don't know what it is. These guys have... They're not fixed setups. They're open setups. So all these guys have their different ways of setting their trucks up to run. Whatever it is, Jimmy Crow has found the way to get it done. This could be about his 4th or 5th pole if it'll hold up. Let's see what he can do. And there you have it. He does have the quick one. Everett Lane, this guy's been on a tear. And here he is. He had the pole for about, 2.5 seconds, and he got bumped back into second. Jimmy Crow did decide to take that one away from him. Definitely did. JD Crow. I usually say this guy knows how to get around here, but you know what? Every single one of these drivers, I mean, it's a crapshoot. Flip a quarter up in the air and call it, because any 42 drivers here has just equal amount of chance to win this thing. They are all that good. JD Crow's something, though. He's one of these guys to be back in the back, and then before you know it, he's up front battling. Kind of the way he does things. And there's another cat that I'm talking about, and I'm going to find him here shortly. And that will be Mr. Gabe Butler. I don't know how he does it, but if I was out there running, I would be on this guy's tail, and I would never leave it. If I had a quarter for every truck he passed in one race, well, I could probably take myself and perhaps another person to McDonald's about 5 times. Guy can get around here, and he can get through traffic like nothing. It's really fun to watch. Keep your eye on this 88 character, because I'm telling you, man, he can be anywhere, and he's won a few of them, that's for sure. Let's see if we can run in right here on a qualifying run. Welcome everybody out in YouTube land. I appreciate you guys watching, hanging out with us. If everything sounds pretty good to you, give me a thumbs up and let me know if it will. You guys can be my ears out there in the broadcasting part. I did a Windows update. I like to pull what little hair I had out, trying to get things fixed back the way it should be. Looks like he's going to be second. Butler's going for it. He's going to run up front for a while, but don't be surprised if you don't see that 88 machine go backwards. Just back all the way up towards the back and right around for a while. Him and Jimmy Crow both. They have a tendency to want to do that. And do that they do. That's going to be it. Finally, it's time to race. Time to get it on. The Super Speedway Kings coming live right here. Talladega Bobby with all of the hobbies. Max Speed TV. And now we're going to do a little something that I like to do more than anything because I'm good at it. If you listen to me and you follow me when I broadcast, man, I tell you what, I am the Keegan Bradley of broadcasting and screwing up last names. I am a professional at it. So let's try it. Row number 1, Jimmy Crow. Once again, he's going to take that lead around here. The 88 beside him, Mr. Gabe Butler. Keep an eye on both of these cats. Row number 2, 24, Everett Lane. He knows how to get it around here. The 78, Gary Slapinski. The one I swear will be a perfect last name if he was a hockey player. He is actually leading points right now in this league. Keep an eye out on him. Row number 3, the 17, JD Crow. Along beside him, the number 4 of Rick Seabrand. Row 4, the 429, Paul Witt. Another guy that can get around here. The 28 beside him of Larry Boyle. Row number 5, the 90 of Gary Jenkins. The 04 beside him, not a stranger to the front at all. Hopefully he threw away the rabbit's foot and got himself a horse's leg on there, because this guy has some bad luck. He's a bridesmaid and never a bride. It's going to kill me, I know. But we're talking about the one and only Mark Mann. Row number 6-7 is going to be Dale Willoughby. The 09 of Harold Deckard. Row 7 to 46, David Overstreet. Along beside him, the 95 of James Mayer. Row number 8, the 07 of Brian Wang, and beside him, the 27 of Steven Karosik. Row 9, Sebastian Marin, and the 77 of Zachary Lima. Row number 10, on number 9, Charles M. Johnson. Can't screw that name up. By the way, I like the last name. Anyway, 21, Tony Wright's going to be beside him. That completes row 10. Coming into row 11 to 48 of John Gabbard, I believe. The 42 beside him will be Jason T. Middleton. Row 12, the 23, David Bone, and the 20 beside him of Jay Hilliard. In row 13, 71, Don Davis. The 22 beside him is going to be Casey Gilchrist. Row 14, the number 5, Sean Macara, and the 31 of Jackson Holbrook. Row 15 to 44, James Hickson, and the 088 of Stefan. I just call him Stefan O. I can't screw that up, right? 16, row number 3, Greg White, the 12 beside him of Zach Fresh, I believe. Or it's just going to be Zachy F. Row 17, the 071, Eric Lowry, the 41 beside him, Tracy Weaver. Row 18, the 11 of Robert Filson, or just Robert F. And the 00, Thomas Holder. Row 19 to 33, Michael Howlett. The 54 beside him, Richard Kuhn. Row 20 to 14, Dave Bingle. The 45, Todd Siebels. Row 21 to 57, to Brian Pearson. The 215 of Rit Cadet. My hell, I don't know. RC, how's that? And row 22, Giovanni. All right, I got through it. I made it. Thank God. Holy crap, pass the Tylenol, right? You know how it works, boys and girls. They're going to get one fast repair. That is all they get for this race. And you know what? One is enough. A lot of these guys don't even use their fast repair. And yes, Dan 9X, there is a little bit of reverb, a little bit of delay, a little bit of gain, a little bit of noise gates. You name it, I've got it. I got to do something to make this voice sound a little bit better. That godforsaken, ugly pace car is out of here. Man, you think iRacing could doctor that up just a little bit, wouldn't you? Time to get it on, folks. Talladega style right here. Super Speedway Kings, MaxspeedTV. Bobby with all the hobbies coming at you right now. 77 laps of pure mayhem. That's what you're going to see. 3 and 4 wide racing all the way starting in the back already. As you can see them moving their way up. Now, some of these cats are going to want to stay up front, and they want to stay in that mama's rocking chair, I call it. That's exactly where Jimmy Crow seems to be sitting right now. You want to be that first truck on that bottom line. That's as safe as in your mama's arms. Usually. As you can see, though, the idea, the guys up on the top side, push your ever-living heart out so you can get far enough in front of the guy on the inside. And you can either keep your pusher with you, or you can leave him like Butler just did and drop down to the bottom. That's the way it works in the super speedway ring. And just as we thought, Butler and Jimmy Crow working their way all the way back to the back. They're going to ride this bad boy out. I promise you, it will not be the last that you see of the 88 and the 16. Your leader, Slapinski. Probably the greatest last name hockey would ever have. Wouldn't it be awesome? But not tonight. Tonight he's wheeling the truck around here at Dega, and he's leading these bad boys in the 78 machine. And right now his best friend's going to be the 24 of Mr. Everett Lane. And why is he his best friend? This is why he's his best friend. He is the pusher. Now the object, Rick Seabrands, he's also the pusher on the top side, as you can see. These guys are determining how fast these rows are going to be going right here, these lanes. Three wide racing all the way, trying to make something happen up on that top side. I think, I'm not for sure, the snap-on right there of the 27. And that is Mr. Kurosik up on the high side, and he's got the 77 of Zachary Lima right there with him. You want to know what it's like being right in the middle, as I would call it, of hell in racing? Well, I'm going to show you. Right along with Mr. Mark Mann. He's in the middle. Everything looks all fine right now. But as you can see, it's pretty close racing. And the problem is you can't see that far ahead. And if you can see what's going to happen, do you have enough time to react? That's the problem. And then you get that tunnel vision thing. You just have to slowly pick your way through the best you can do. Now remember, there's only 5 laps into this bad boy of 77, and they're already 3 wide. They're going to be 3 wide for this entire race. And probably 4 wide. Teammates. We got to talk about the teammates. Man, oh man. Karosik doing his best to try to get something going. A little bit of help now on that top side. Quite a few trucks. He's going to try with a little bit of help from his friends. That's the way it works. But the teammates are oh so important here. Some of these guys got a lot of teammates and some of them don't have any. Taking a look at the 429 right there, Mr. Paul Witt, one of the regulators. Let me tell you what, you know when you're following a regulator truck. Because, man, these guys have a paint job. That thing is so shiny, Stevie Wonder could see it going around the track. Or if you're in country, if you like country music, then Ronnie Millsap, take your pick. But these things are very, very shiny, as you can see. Slapinski still hanging on to the bottom side in the middle of the 17 of J.D. Crow. Getting a little help from the 04 or the number 4, Mr. Seabrands. Make things a little bit smaller here. It kind of shows you exactly how tight these guys run together. Around 20 to 23 laps, you're looking for a fuel run. And we've got 7 in the books. Take a look at some of the other guys running around through here. Let's go back a little. Mark Mann's dropped all the way back into the 17th spot. Mr. Overstreet in the 46th machine, hanging out in the 21st position. Brian Wang in the 07 machine. He will not be back there very long. Keep an eye on him. Now the 23 is Sebastian Marin. I don't know why it's telling me the 6. One of them trading paint things, I reckon. Greg White in the 3 machine up on the top side. He's in the 31st spot. Now, the guys that started up front, Gabe Butler, there he is, 36. Jimmy Crow, your polecat, he's 37th. Giovanni and the 000. You got to have sunglasses to ride around with that guy. Karosik just got a real pretty back end view of that 27, or I'm sorry, the Slapinski there. He decides to move up into the middle lane. So the 24 got a good looking view, ever lane there, of the 27 Karosik as he slid down in front of him. Appreciate everybody out here watching us tonight. You got a favorite guy you want me to say hello to, or wish him good luck, or tell him unhook the plow or the accelerator's on the right side? Whatever you want me to tell him, let me know. I'll pass it along. I'd like to get my YouTube people involved in this. It makes it just as more exciting. And speaking of exciting, don't forget, Purdy, please. Hit that like button for us. Let us know you appreciate it. If I have to get so many likes. If I don't, they'll fire me and they'll hire somebody that probably stutters. And then you'll wish I was back. So give us a thumbs up if you like us. Slapinski on the bottom, leading the show. JD Crow doing everything he can in the middle. Seabrand's shoving him right along. And I do mean he is shoving him. Shoving him good enough and put him down into the lead. He said, thank you very much. We'll catch up with you later on. And bye-bye, the way they go. JD Crow leading the show. 11 laps out of 77 in the books. Dan 9X. Giovanni's his favorite purely because of his last name. That is a pretty cool last name, isn't it? I got to tell you, if we're going with last names, though, guys, I got to go with that number 78 of Slapinski. As he goes up to the high side. Or in the middle, I should say. Another form of high side is coming, but they're going to need a whole lot more. Middleton's up there, and he got a little bit of help from a 31 machine. And that is Jackson Holbrook, and that's just it. Those two cats, and nobody else is playing with them right now. Slapinski down on the bottom. But hey, take a look. The 42 and the 31. Two trucks. That's all they got. But look at that energy they have up there against that wall. They are going to be coming. You can slowly see them picking off one truck at a time in that lane. And let's not forget about the all-important side drafting. There's so many different tools these cats can use to try to get their momentum and also to slow your butt down. "13 laps out of 77 in the books. And as long as these guys play nice, it's time for me to have a little bit of fun. I get to do this simply because, well, I'm the broadcaster. I can. That and I'm thirsty. You know what time it is, don't you, folks? Come on. You follow me, you know what I like to do. That's right. It's time to crank this mother up. My God, they went around there so fast, they knocked my camera off the wall. Corrosive. The 27 machine up there on the high side. He led the lap at 78, Slapinski. Getting some help on the bottom by JD Crow and that 17 machine. Still, two trucks on the top side. Hey, there we go. Slowly working their way up. And who is it? It's the 54 machine. Richard Kuhn and Mr. Mark Mann right there. Hey, Mara, how you doing? I was worried about you. You're kind of late. Your tardiness will be noted, but we're glad you're with us. Probably one of my #1 fans. I think everything I broadcast, she's always here. At least I'm going to say that's the reason why, but she's probably Mark Mann's biggest fan. And he is working his way up to the top. Right now, Slapinski is on the bottom. Leading these boys around 17 out of 77 laps. Pretty soon they're going to be thinking about the all-famous holy crap, don't run over nobody and don't get ran over and don't speed pit stop. Left side tires. If you're going to run your fuel that low, definitely get your tires. So far, everybody is actually playing very nice. And that's exactly how these guys are. I don't expect anything other than that. When you get down to the very bitter end, then it's go time. That's when all hell breaks loose. And it should. But these guys are so darn good at what they do right here in this league. They'll run like this about all race long. Alrighty, we got some pit stops coming right now, as you can see. Watching them slowly. Yeah, we got one off into the grass right there. That might end up being a lap down on that deal. Slapinski is bringing the boys in. Back out here on the track. Kurosik on the bottom. You'll see these guys switching lanes and trying to get set up the best that they can. So they all could come in together with some friends for a pit stop. The more the trucks, the merrier, the better it is. And here comes the second set of guys. The 42 sideways trying to slow her down. And we got one. The 31's turned around right in the middle, and that's going to cause a mayhem big time back here. Looks like the guys might have gotten through it possibly okay. I know these boys out here are probably loving to hear that over the radios. A simple little spin can slow the whole entire thing down for those guys that came in. And I'm sure they're pretty tickled pink about that. Waiting on Mark Mann and the rest of the boys, and here they come. Let's see how they make the transition as they're sliding and skidding and throwing the brakes on. And you know what? That was very well executed. Riding along with Mr. Mann coming into his pit stop. Nice and pretty, just like he was going to a Sunday dinner. Keeps the RPMs up, and away he goes. No troubles. Maccaro's going to lead him on out. Back to the track. You want to talk about looking like a herd of turtles? That's exactly what Mr. Mann and them look like, but here comes this train. And they hopefully will get a little bit of speed and catch right back up with them and fall in line here. Seabrands almost ran over Mark Mann. Slapinski's going to lead the show once again up on the top side with the 24. Everett Lane doing the shoving. You can see they got a nice little stretch between the rest of these cats. That's your first bunch right here. You can see them coming right at us, and that is led by Korosik. Then all the way back here, way back here, if I can ever show them, here comes your second set of traffic coming back around. And we got some guys that are definitely out of shape, not exactly in a pack anywhere, but a lot of these guys will be able to catch up with either the front or the backpack, and they'll be able to hop right in there and continue right on a draft. You guys are killing me. 20 people watching and only 4 likes. Hit the like button. I promise if you get a blister, I'll send you a Band-Aid and a tube of Neosporin. I promise you. Where else can you run like this? No cautions. 23 laps down out of 77. Good Lord. At this rate, Mark Mann would be able to probably make his Hallmark movie that he loves to watch so much. I think it was Hallmark or Lifetime. I'm not sure which channel was his favorite. In his pastime, he likes to cuddle up with some popcorn and a big blankie and just watch those love movies. That's what I was told by Mara anyway. John Black, how you doing, my friend? Nice to see you out there. Slapinski's still leading the show right here in the 78 machine. He's led 13 laps so far. Excuse me. I'm all choked up about it. Ever Lane, his first opportunity, his first sights of actually seeing the lead here tonight. He's been up front this entire race, but he's not actually got the lead anything. Well, here he is. He's working on it on the high side, and he's got the 21 machine, Tony Wright, right there. And then you got the 429 and Mr. Paul Witt. John, I'm doing pretty good. Dodging thunderstorms all week, but other than that, I'm doing fine. Last week, same thing. You think I lived in Oklahoma or something? Crazy. I see why Mother Nature's a female. Haha. Slapinski on the bottom. And he ain't gonna give that up for nothing in the world. Everett Lane is praying to Tony of the 21 machine. Lord have mercy. Will continue giving him some shoving, and he did. Shoved him right up into that rocket chair. Now Everett's going to lead the boys down the back stretch on the bottom. John, I think I live in Oklahoma with all the weather I'm dodging out here in Ohio. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but not when it comes to broadcast time. Paul Witt. Now he's going to do the shoving up on the top side there, right along with the 41, Tracy Weaver. You can see him right there. And I'm not quite sure what he's supporting. Delua Trading. Man, I tell you what, guys, if you haven't tried any of those boxer shorts, you ought to get you some. The $25 a pair, but man, it's like you're in heaven. Lane still on the bottom. The 21, Tony Wright. He's up top. Looking for a little bit of help. The last truck, if I can find it right here. The 48. actually, I'll take that back. It's the 088 of Stefan. That's the last truck on this first pack. And then you come back here to the second pack, and it's being led by Gabe Butler and the boys. Him and him and Jimmy Crow and the 11 machine of Robert. We're just going to call him Robert F. I'll screw that name up for sure. We got ourselves a blinker, the number 4. At least it says it's number 4. But actually, it's a different number 4. Dave Bingle, he's going to be the last right here in this second pack of lead. You got 2 packs going on right now through here. And now we got trouble back in the back. I just seen it. Oh, that is nasty. Everett Lane's involved in it. I think the 21 might be involved in it. Oh, let's see if I can find it. It is right up front. Now, the 24 Everett Lane, he was the one that was in the rocking chair. Remember I said it was as safe as in your mama's arms? Guess what? I am wrong. You can see the guy in the middle there kind of got turned just a little bit. You've got to be square when you're pushing. There's Mark Mann. We're going to watch him slide right on by us. But if you're not square when you're pushing that guy, you're going to get him squirrely. And when you do, you're just going to turn him into somebody. As you can see, these 3 trucks right up here, they are all over. Be some fast repairs made for sure to those things. See if I can slow this bad boy down and perhaps, maybe, get a better view. Oh, that ain't gonna work for me. I promise you I'll get you guys the better view. Just give me a second. There's so many trucks, so little time. All right, there it is. You see the 429. Now, I'm not gonna say that it's his fault at all. It's just one of those racing things, guys. You pray that the guy will stay square when you push him. As you can see, the 21 kind of went up. The 429 just caught him in the corner. He had no other choice. Comes down, he hits Everett at 24. 41 gets sandwiched. Mark Mann, he's there, no place to go. And that's how that occurs. But the good thing is, I don't think anybody blew a motor. So I don't think you're going to find too many people down on any laps. One more time, we'll go back to the 429 if I can find him here. Right along with him. And this is how it all happened. In the blink of an eye. Now, I will have to say, that is in a turn. Not many people really likes to be touched or tapped when you're coming out of a turn. That doesn't help anything either. And that's how close he is. I mean, he is right there. And nowhere to go, folks. The way it works. All 3 boys in the front, taken out early. Coming in to get a little bit of work done. And you're right there, John. The weather in Ohio, wait 10 minutes, it'll change. Hell, I've seen it rain, snow, sleet, sunny, hail, all in one day. Now, you see Mark Mann spinning all around, got caught up in that last event, didn't you? Well, guess what? In the pits he comes, and out the pits he is, and there he is. leading the show. Says he's 13th, but that will change. He's got to come back in. Kind of give it up. Get a little bit more work done on that machine. Let's take a little peek here. I'm curious to see if there's any work done on that thing yet. And no, there was not. So he was not damaged that bad, actually. He ended up using one fast repair out of that deal. So everybody's topping off. Slapinski, he's led 16 of these laps. 32 out of 77 in the books. You're watching Super Speedway Kings. From the one and only MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies coming to you right here Tuesday night, Daytona. Like everybody, I appreciate everybody out here watching us tonight so far. No harm, no foul. The guys come in, they'll get the work done, they'll be right back out. .429, Mr. Witt, he's up top. And one of these shiny regulators. Slapinski's leading the show down the bottom. Witt's up top. Charles Johnson in the 9 machine, 3rd. 4th, Steven Karosik. 5th is going to be Zachary Lima. Don Davis is 6th. Brian Wang moving on up. Moving on up to the east side. Here he is. He's sitting in the 7th spot. 8 is going to be Sebastian Marin. 9, Casey Gilchrist. And the top 10 right there should be David Overstreet and Todd Siebels. Let's do it again, Dega style, folks. Super Speedway Kings coming right back at you here. Do not miss a gear. Nice and smooth. How many people's been in a super speedway race and you accidentally miss a gear and you get your ass ran over? That sucks. Not here. These boys can shift in their sleep with their eyes closed. Already the 23's working his way up to the high side. The 77's going all the way up there. Zachary Lima. Looks like he's going to take the 27 with him. Now you've got 3 way up there by themselves trying to get something done. They're going to drop right down into the middle right here. And that's going to put Mr. Paul Witt back a little bit. Puts him in the 8th spot. Slapinski staying back down on that bottom, enjoying every bit of it. Charles M. Johnson. Remember that saying, that commercial? You can call me Ray or you can call me Jay, but you don't have to call me Johnson? Well, right now you can call him in 3rd place, and he's fighting for the 2nd spot. Brian Wang in 5th. Now that 31 up top up here, Jackson Holbrook. I can get a little closer shot of him right there. There he is. This guy, he's a lap down. He's trying to get it back the hard way. Going nowhere but getting there fast. Real fast. He's trying to get his lap back and be back on that lead lap. Instead of waiting for the caution and getting a lucky dog, he's got to fight his way to try to get it back. Lima in the middle, being shown the leader on that one. One caution so far. That's it, folks. Slowly working his way back up after being caught in that last incident. There he is, the 04 of Mr. Markman. Back in the 19th spot. In case you guys are wanting to know where everybody's at as far as your pole, Cat, your leader to this pole of this race right here, Jimmy Crow, there he sets. He's back here in the 26th spot, just riding along with J.D. Crow and Gabe Butler. Everett Lane in a 24 machine. He's hanging back there as well. He got taken out sitting in the rocket chair. He said, the hell with that. I'm going to try my luck back here for a while. Back to the 3-wide race, and you can throw a blink over the first 20 trucks. You want to talk about close racing? We'll show you some close racing. That's how close these cats get up there to that wall. Karosik in the middle. He's going to lead that lap. Lima's on the bottom. Paul Witt way up high. Trying to get a little bit of help. Like I said, it's no picnic running around here, especially when you got trucks in the inside and the outside of you. Sebastian Marin's moved up into that 4th position, which I do not know why it's saying number 6. But it's not. That should be the 23 machine. Brian Wang, 10th spot, down on the bottom. Todd Siebel's bringing it back up through in the 8th. That's going to be that black and yellow machine right there in the middle. The Dirty Don and the Regulators is right in front of him in a 71 machine. And we're talking about the one and only Don Davis. See how squirrely these guys can get? Man, you can take the air off that spoiler and yeesh. I'm not quite sure, but we're going to find out, maybe. Let's see. Try to figure out what he's saying right there in that 42 machine. Push me till... a little closer. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Push me or he will attack. You heard him there, Robert. Give him hell. Shove him all the way through there. Karosik is down on the bottom. Zachary Lima in the 77 machine. He's the one that's leading the bottom. Slapinski's going to be his pusher. Paul Witt beginning to make it interesting up on that high side. That's another one that's always a bridesmaid, but never a bride. You know what I mean. So close so many times. We got one going backwards, and I think it's the 45, Todd Siebels. I think he decided to back it off a little bit. Might have got a little bit too dicey for him. There's Richard Kuhn in the 14th spot. He sees a hole on the bottom. He dives down into it. The 46 is David Overstreet. Boy, he's been really quiet tonight. Just slowly making his way. We've got 5 cats that's out of the race completely so far tonight. And we've got 5 of them that are multiple laps down. Karosik in the middle, still trying to get something happening so he can get up there in front of that 77 there of Lima. And at the same time, the 429 of Paul Witt's trying to get something going so he can get in front of them. You got a prediction who's going to win this bad boy? Share it with me. See how good you are. See what you think. I'm extremely curious. Karosik still hanging on to that spot in the middle. Paul Witt wanting to get a little bit more help from that 31 machine who's trying to get his lap back the hard way. And that is Jackson Holbrook. He's got a fast truck. He's just down a lap. And he's doing everything he can to get it back. Well, I'm hearing some noise. Let me see if I can find it. Somebody's hit something. I'm not seeing a caution anywhere. I can guarantee you somebody gave the wall a nice little kiss because I can hear it. But the speeds are still showing okay and there is no caution. Paul Witt dropped all the way back in the 429 machine to 11th. Jay Hilliard in the 20 machine. Actually, he's running, I think, yeah, I guess it is. Freaking trading paints kills me. I believe that's going to be the 00. Look at all the trucks that are hanging out on that bottom line, just running through, letting the laps go down. Jimmy Crow working his way up. Now he's in 27th. We're still got a setback there at about 10-15 laps to go. Then you're going to start seeing them make their moves. $16 laps so far into this last pit stop. Don't forget, folks, hit that like button for us. You are watching Super Speedway Kings Max Speed TV. Lima down on the bottom, and he's not going to give it up for nothing in this world. 27. Karosik is going to have to earn it. He's going to have to do it with a little bit of help from the guy behind him, which should be Sebastian Marin. "23 in our hearts," number 6 on my display. Don Davis belong behind him. The 42 and the 48 are new members, is what I'm being told. And I certainly appreciate that information. And that's got to be... There's the 48. Doing a fine job for a newbie, I'll tell you that. He's in the 13th spot. And poor Middleton, he's fighting his little tail end off to get his lap back as well up here. Trying to do it the hard way. White knuckle riding it around. Welcome those two guys to the league. Lima on the bottom, and he's staying right there, trying to get some push and help from a 78 of Mr. Slapinski. Now he's led 17 laps of this. But the boys you kind of want to watch out for, and you mark my words here, it's going to happen eventually. We're going to go right along, and I'm going to show you. Go for Mark Mann. Start watching him. Start watching Mr. Jimmy Crow. Start watching the 95, Mr. Mayer, Gabe Butler, J.D. Crow. These guys like to play possum. "51 out of 77 laps is in the books. It is time for green flag pit stops to be coming up here shortly. Lima on the bottom, and he's going to set right there. The question is, when are they going to be coming in for those pit stops? Everybody's got to get together with their teammates, figure out when they're all going to come in. Karosik's on the top side, looking for a little help. Don Davis, the regulator, the only one up here, I do believe. He too looking for some help. Now he's all by himself. Everybody drops to the bottom. And that's because they're probably going to get ready and come in for some fuel and tires. Everett Lane working his way right back up. He got taken out into the big one. The only caution that we've had. He was actually leading the race. And now he's got to sit back here in that 10th spot. Gonna ride along with him right here because I got a strange suspicion any moment. And here they come. Is he gonna stay without? Yep, he is staying out. And that's what it looks like, folks, when the guys break off and head to the pits. Mark Mann's going to try to work his way right back up through this field again. A little trouble happening already. Overstreet, Seabrands, 78, Slapinski. A lot of these guys are in this mess. Not quite sure what happened here. Let's find it out. If I can slow this thing down and figure out where this mess started at. Actually, I think I'm going to miss it already. Let's see. There it is. We'll back that up. Right along with Mr. Overstreet. That might help us. Oh, man, they were coming up on a slow one. Something must have went wrong. But whatever it was, Slapinski definitely was off the pace. Big time. You can see the rest of these guys peeling off, heading into the pits. See if I can find him and ride with him. I don't know if I can. He all by himself, and these guys just nowhere to go. They just ran him over. I mean, they literally ran him over, too. Oh, man, the 24. He's in it one more time again. And there he is, stuck into the wall. Right along with him. Everett Lane. Whoops. I'll find him. Well, this is where it all begins. Everett might have trying to find him. It's hard. There he is. He's already into the pits at this point. Run it back. There we go. Now we'll ride with him. You can see him running up on the 78 machine to Slapinski. I mean, they ran right up on him. A whole lot of momentum and power. Nowhere to go. 14 just ran him over. Woo, he's so hard into the wall that he actually got stuck. And he got hit by Gabe Butler in the 88. So you know what that means, don't you? Well, I'm going to tell you what that means. That's pretty simple. Run it back real quick. And right there, you can see him stuck into the wall. He got hit pretty good, too, boy. I just can't understand I just don't know. I mean, they had plenty of room. Absolutely plenty of room to go up on that high side. Instead, it just ran him over. Not sure the logic behind that one. But Everett Lane, he had nowhere to go. And you can watch him right there. He's stuck. And you know what that means, don't you? As of right now, the Dude Wipes Wreck of the Night, it's going to be given to Mr. Everett Lane so far. Poor boy's probably got more skid marks in his shorts than the track does. That was a hard hit. Hopefully he's fixed back up and ready to go. I still can't understand why they didn't go around that 78 machine. They knew they were coming up on him. And I guess they decided to run him over. I'm sure there's not going to be too many happy campers on that one. Your leader, 215. I guess we're going to call him Rit Adoti. If not, that's what it is now. Jay Hilliard. Greg White. Guys are having to all get lined back up again because they are totally out of sequence. That's exactly what it was. He did run out of fuel. Trying to get all he could get. He got ran over instead. The boys are going to go by and try to get themselves their laps back. They already took off. There's Hilliard in the Ford machine, which it says 20. Greg White. There's a 14 of Dave Bingle. Like I said, he may not have had enough time to react and go up and miss him. You don't know. I mean, they're the ones that are racing around through here doing about 190 mile an hour. It all looks fine when it's in slow motion. 21 of Tony Wright. He's going to be fourth and fifth. There he is, Mark Mann. Told you not to count the boy out. He's going to be working his way up. One fast repair he's used. He's got one left. He's sitting in the fifth spot. That should make Mara Clark out there in YouTubeville a happy little camper. James Hickson's going to be sixth. Seventh will be Brian Wang. Eighth, Michael Howlett. Jimmy Crow, there he is, cracking the top 10 after going back from being on the pole. And J.D. Crow. That's your top 10 right here. 57 laps are down. A little quick race summary. I can give it to you. Got 21 laps to go. There were 2 cautions. Lead changes, 36. Go time once again. Super Speedway Kings. Max Speed TV, Bobby with all the freaking hobbies coming at you tonight on a Tuesday. Deca. Think we got ourselves a storm brewing here, folks. You know darn well as it gets close to the end, the gloves come off. Tony White, once again, doing a great job pushing right here. What did he do? He pushed so good, he put the number 3 of Craig White on the inside for the lead. So now Greg's down on the bottom. James Hickson in the 44. He started 29th. Here he is, sitting in that 6th spot. Actually, well, we got a little touching going on right there. He just sent the number 3 into the inside wall. That, I don't know if it's going to bring out a caution or not. But I mean, he hit hard. And there he sits. Here comes that number 4 machine. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's Mr. Seabrans, and he is 2 laps down, trying to get his lap back the hard way. In the middle. Zachary Lima up top. He's been fighting all evening long up here, guys. This guy means business tonight. And he's got that help of the 27 of Karosik. He's been pushing his heart out all night long, and here comes that 24. Everett, now he's doing the pushing on the top side. Now he's 2 laps down after being caught in an incident or 2. Trying to get one of his laps back. So the outside and the bottom inside lane, 2 cats that are laps down. Karosik sitting in the middle, leading it. Oh! Now it's getting ugly. Jimmy Crow, him in a 21 touch, but not only that, but my gosh, Karosik, I don't know how he put that truck where he did in front of that 4 of Seabrands. That was almost the big one. And right now, these cats up front, they would give anything for a caution. 17 laps to go. Into the wall hard. Now it's going to get ugly. And that will bring out a caution. Once again, 42 up on his side, just about completely over. Man, some of these cats hit that wall hard. Oh, let's go back and see where this mess started. Okay. Let's try to find it. Be patient with me, folks. I have so many different angles, I don't know what to use. It all started right in here. There it is. I don't know what happened. I think Mr. Back here. One more time, guys. I'll promise you I'll get you fixed up. I said so many different angles. Take a look at it from here. Jimmy Crow, that 16 machine. He goes up there. Now, see, that's what you call, that's the perfect example of netcode. The biggest nemesis to iRacing ever. It assumes it's going to happen so that it just makes it happen. Now, watch that 16. See? Netcode automatically stuck him right up into that 31 and put him into the wall. That's what sucks about iRacing. They have not got that figured out yet. Boy, it took out a lot of guys. You see the 42 on its side. The 9 was almost completely over. Seabrands goes flying into the wall. But yep, that is the definition of netcode, folks. In case inquiring minds want to know. Sebastian Marin. He's your leader. Zachary Lima. He's going to be second. Third, Steven Karosik. Tony Wright is fourth. John Gabbard, or Gabbard, John G. But he's fifth. Somebody was out there talking about Giovanni. He's moving on up. He's in the 8th spot so far. And that chrome machine. David Overstreet showing in 7th. Paul Witt, he's up to the 11th spot. Slapinski, after getting ran over for running out of fuel, he's in 14th. Got a little bit of work to do there, Lucy. But he can get it up there. He's got plenty of time. Speaking of getting it up there, plenty of time. J.D. Crow. 20 seconds, Mark Mann. Still on the lead lap. After the net code kind of put the screw-ins to Jimmy Crow, he's going to be a lap down. 2 laps down is going to be Everett Lane. Wrong place at the right times caused him to be 2 laps down. Mr. Butler as well. He's going to be 2 laps down. Seabrands is going to be 3. Holbrook's 4. But here's going to be your leader so far. Sebastian Marin. And he will be in a 23. Ignore the 6. I'm really impressed tonight, guys, with 2 individuals. I'm really impressed with Zachary Lima, and I'm impressed with Steven Karosik. They've been able to avoid the big ones and still be up front for the majority of this race. And don't forget to hit that like button, boys and girls, kids of all ages. We'd appreciate it. They'd appreciate it. Makes me look good in front of my bosses. I don't get fired. There's your top 5. 13 laps to go when they cross the line here, and they will take the green flag. Is this just the beginning of the storm, or are these cats gonna kind of take it easy? No. I'm gonna answer that for you. Not gonna happen, Captain. Now, you know as well as I do, I've seen these races where the top 5 guys take each other out, and 6th, 7th, and 8th one of them wins the race. So if you're in that top 10, you have a juicy chance of winning this bad boy. Green flagging. Could this be it? Super Speedway Kings Daytona. Right here, MaxspeedTV TV. If you're not a subscriber, get your butt over there and subscribe to us. About 8,800 and some odd subscribers we have. The most in iRacing. The oldest broadcasting network. That's right, we're the ones that started all this broadcasting thing. Oh, he left the door open. Karosik on the bottom says, you went up top, and I appreciate all that help, but I'm going to stay right here. I'm hearing some carnage already, and I can see it. The 429 sideways. Mark Mann again is sideways, caught up. Got some ugliness going on. You got one of them coming right up in her face right here. That's got to be the 24 again. Everett, I tell you what, man, he's got some bad luck. Now, let's see if we can find out where this mess happens. It happened way up in front of these guys. Let's see. I do believe my buddy was involved in this mess, so let's see. Might have happened way up front. And it sure did. It happened way up front. Trying to find the right angle is a real pain, I gotta tell you. And I'm not mistaken here. Let's ride around with Mr. Slapinski. He may be having another bad luck day here. There's the push. Wooden square. Puts the 21 into the wall, and he's going to come right back down in front. And there you have it. That's what started this mess. The 429 Paul Witt. Oh, man, look at that. Two-wheel stunting all the way around with a 360. That's what brought this big one on. One more time. You guys can be the judge of this one. Moving up on him. He had nowhere to go. As you can see, same thing happened. He got ran over because he ran out of fuel. And he came up on this guy. He tried to get out of it, but he just couldn't react. Not enough time. And that's what started the whole mess. And man, it was ugly, as you can see. Real ugly. It was so ugly, the ugly people said it was ugly. That's how bad it was, folks. There's no ugly people. Everybody's beautiful in God's eyes. Well, there we go. We're going to be back at it. Everybody's coming in the pits that has to. They need to. This is where it seems like the laps go backwards. About the last 10 laps of the race. You'll go all day long without a caution. About the last 10, 15 laps, it's caution after caution after caution. It's the way it works at super speedways. Nothing has changed up front, and I can guarantee you these cats ain't going to go nowhere. They're going to set right here. I don't know. I am still impressed. Really impressed with these two drivers right now. That's going to be Lima and Karosik. Lima's in the 77. Karosik is in the 27. And look at this, 21st spot. Here he is in the 4th spot. John, I hope I say it right. I'm not even going to try it. I can't screw John up. John it is. In the snap-on machine. He's going to be in the 4th spot. Eric Lowry. In the top 5 in the John Deere. And then there he is, folks. Giovanni. A 000 threat. The Chrome Dome. The Sun with 4 tires. The Mirror with 4 tires, I should say. Nothing fancy about this guy. If he wins it, he ain't got to thank anybody. Because he ain't got no sponsors. It's all him, baby. Behind him, David Overstreet's going to be in 7th. 8th. Robert. 215 and the Ritz machine. Charles Johnson, he's going to be the top 10 right there. Sebastian's on the bottom. Zachary Lima is on the top side. Now this is going to be interesting. Because you've got Karosik in the 27 machine. He's on the bottom. He's going to be the pusher. And then you got the 48 of good old Johnny G. He's going to be your pusher up top. Very, very important that these two cats get a really, really great start. That's going to determine if the 77 can drop in front of Sebastian on the bottom or if he's unable to. The pushers is where it becomes the hero right here. Especially on this restart. Will it be the last one? Probably not. But you never know. Super Speedway Kings. 9 laps to go when they take the green flag. Are they going to be able to play nicely for 9 more laps? I doubt it. The top 4 or 5 cats going to fight and take themselves out. But 6th, 7th, or 8th, or even win this race. It's happened so many times, I can't even tell you. Or are they going to play nicely? You know what? I think that 24 machine, he's still going to get the Dude Wipes Winner Award. Whoops, wrong one. He's going to get that Dude Wipes Winner Award, the 24 is, just for the fact that that guy's had some bad luck. Luck is not on his side tonight. It's gone. It left him. All right, tighten those seat belts up if you got them in your rig, and if you do, well, you're just scrubbing your monkey, because that's ridiculous, because it's a simulator. But anyway, you can tighten your gloves up. You can wear those and get a good grip on that wheel. Hang on, white knuckle ride it one more time around here. See if these guys can do it for just 9 more laps. Green flagging it. Here we go. And I knew Karosik was going to get a great jump right there, and he is definitely going to shut that door for Zachary Lima on that top side. But you got Giovanni, that third truck out there in the middle, too. Now the pushing's going to start happening. Up at the top side all by himself. I mean, literally by himself, but here he comes. James Mayer in the 95 picking up a little bit of help. I believe that might be Mr. Mark Mann. And it is. Mark is like a bad rash. You just can't seem to get rid of him. You can't keep him down. He always comes back. And here he is fighting his way up, trying it again. A bridesmaid, never a bride. The 23 sees the momentum going. He jumps up in front of the 95 of Mayer. Well, I'm sorry, that's going to be the 6. But you know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to call him Sebastian. How's that? But anyway, he is in the middle. But right now, Karosik's on that bottom side, and he is not going to go nowhere. If you're going to pass him, you're going to have to do it the hard way. They're starting to get a little bit squirrely. Now they're going to start really shoving each other to the point where you're going to be out of control. Man on the top side. Now he's got Lima just popped up there in front. You can see them. They're wiggling all over the place, getting that air moving around. Karosik is still on the bottom. Can the 95 get the job done? Can Mayer push that number 6, which is the 23 again? What a pain in the butt that is. But can he push him up far enough to drop down in that bottom lane so he can have a shot at it? Right now, Karosik is leading the show, and his favorite friend of all time is going to be Eric Lowry. And the 071 machine. Riding along with Mark Mann, if I can find him. There he is on that top side. He's giving Zachary Lima everything he's got, trying to get that momentum up in that top lane. If he can get him shoved up enough. Lima will leave him. He will drop down if he gets the opportunity. There he goes. And he does so. Mark's still having some really good momentum right there. 3 wide, bumper to bumper. It can be anybody's race. 5 laps to go this time by. Karosik's on the bottom. He's leading it. Zachary Lima is down in the middle. Mark Mann is up high. He's got the 45 doing some shoving for him. That's Todd Siebels. He is no stranger to this front. J.D. Crow makes his presence once again. Can they just keep it together for 4 more laps? That's all we want. Can it be done? Lima in the middle, praying for the shove, the push, everything he can get. Karosik down on the bottom doing the same thing. And again, you can see them. They're getting really squirrely. When that happens, that's when all hell breaks loose. The laps are winding down and you're stuck in the middle and you got nowhere to go. That's tough. Look at JD Crow and that 17 machine sitting right there. Riding along with him. You can get the really good view of what's happening right here in the front. You can see these guys moving all over. And this is when you get really, really scary because that netcode crap comes into the play. You got to watch it real carefully. You can see them getting oh so close up there. I'll stick right here. You can get a really good view. There's Mayor in the 95. Will pop up one truck. Yeah, you start to see them going all over the place. The hearts are pumping. Their hands are grabbing the wheel even tighter. Sweat's running down their brows. It's coming all the way down to this right here. 2 laps to go. You don't want to push the pusher. You'll cause the big one, but you got to be right underneath him. The 45, Todd Siebel's doing a good job on top, needing a little bit of help to get Mark Mann up front. Karosik's on the bottom. He's not going to move anywhere. Can Lima get shoved up enough to drop in front of him right here? Does he have enough to do it? He does not. Coming to 2 to go. You can start to see them. They're all getting nice. They're really tight, really super tight. Now they're going to start beating and banging each other, side drafting, doing anything they can to slow that other lane down and try to speed through them up. Karosik said, do whatever you want. Just the 071. Eric Lowry just keeps shoving me. Beat the tail off of it. Now he decides to jump up into the middle right there, as you can see him. Now he's in the middle. Now they're still squirming all over the place. Are they going to be able to continue holding this? Going to be white flagging it this time. Mark Mann doing everything he can, trying to get the monkey off his back. Or should I say the elephant. Way up on the top, and the 95 and him get together, and here comes that mess. And they're going to keep this bad boy green, I can tell you. Well, the 20 of those guys are going to get turned as well. The 071 and the 77's going for the fight. Everybody is slamming into the wall in the back. They're going to keep it. Here comes the 95 on the outside. He's all by himself. Lima's got some help. Now they're going to try to make it 3 wide all the way around there. You know as well as I do, the guy in the bottom's got the shot, but take a look at this. Look at the momentum right here going. Can the 95, can Mayer pull this thing off? Now he's doing the blocking. Now they take everybody out. He's done. It's over. He won it. Probably the easiest win in Super Speedway. Everybody took everybody out but the leader. Wow. Now that's just crazy. I told you they could take everybody out. I don't even know, or don't even begin to know where to look where all this mayhem started. I'm not even going to attempt it. Forget it. All I know, this is your winner right here. Now, through all that mess, David Overstreet comes in second, JD Crow third. And you got a lot of torn up race trucks and a lot of unhappy drivers. Here comes your winner. James Mayer brings it home in a 95 machine. That is your winner. And you know what? I've got the time real quick, so let me take a look. I'm going to go on, run this bad boy all the way back. See if we can find out right where this mess started at. Well, these 5 cats were doing some fighting right here. We're riding around with Overstreet. He decides to go down on the bottom. And actually, I don't know what he was thinking, but he went all the way down the double yellow line, so see you bye. That's not going to happen. And, of course, he took everybody out when he done that. That might be a problem. Pretty sure you can't do that. Can't pass in that double yellow line. I could be wrong, but I don't think you can. I know you can't in real life. They had a really good head of steam going here, him and J.D. Crow. You can see it right here. They were coming in to finish. I think I think Overstreet should have stayed right in the middle there, and he had a pretty good chance at it. Well, that's enough of that. I don't see any more of that mess. But anyway, you guys stick around. We'll be back. We'll try to interview a couple of these fellas if we can get a hold of them. MaxspeedTV Super Speedway Kings Decal. We'll be right back.
We got big-time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put...
Well, we're back, folks, but it looks like right now I'm not going to get anybody to talk to because there's nobody to get a hold of. Not sure what's going on, but they are definitely nowhere to get a hold of. Can't interview a single soul. But I got J.D. Crow. He popped in here, thank God. I got one guy I can chat with. Talk to me, Mr. Crow. You hear me?
You're not allowed in our room?
Apparently, I can't go nowhere. I'm a bad boy.
You need to talk to that owner so you can start pulling people up.
Well, the problem is everybody's in TeamSpeak. They're not in my Discord here.
Got you.
But I got you. So you can give me the perspectives. The mayhem that happened at the end here. Tell me a little bit about it.
You got your finger on the button? You ready to bleep me?
No, I ain't gonna bleep you. I don't bleep nobody in my broadcast, pal. You say what's on your mind, Jack. That's what racing's all about. I saw 4 or 5 trucks heading for the lead in the last part of the lap, and then I saw a particular move that took everybody out.
I think that's under review. I think somebody's in the trailer talking about that.
I can guarantee you there's a few people in that trailer. But I never seen an easier win in my life. James Mayer, everybody got taken out there the last, I think he had about 200, 300 yards to go to the checkered flag, and everybody was wrecked. He's by himself.
Well, I know I got kind of stuck on the bottom on that restart where I really didn't want to be because I was set up for a real quick sprint. And I realized Eric was up there. So I guess coming through 3 and 4, some guys got together and I got kind of slammed up against the wall. So I thought, but I was able to keep moving forward, which was good. And then I just got a real good run. And I was talking to Eric and told him to jump to the top real quick. And I was going to try to push him by. And we had such a run, and the 95 jumped up to block us, and I tried to get Eric to come to the middle with me real quick. And about that time I looked up, and I guess the 95 decided to go all the way to the bottom, pass under the yellow, or the 46 to go all the way to the bottom and pass under the yellow. And next thing I know, I'm slammed going backwards, but managed to get across in third. So
Well,
hate it for Eric and the team because Eric, we ended up pretty far down the podium when he should have been up there in the top 3 with me.
I'm gonna tell you some of these cats. I mean, I said at the beginning of the race and at the middle and towards the end, man. Let's see, Karosik and my favorite last name that I know I say it wrong, Slapinski. Those two cats. I mean, man, they were working their hearts off and they were working really good all night long up in that top 3, top 4 lanes right there. And I thought for sure that on that restart, those two cats got together. Look out. But unfortunately,
well, I got up there and I pushed Gary for a while. I knew he was a pretty solid truck, and if we could get to the middle or the top, we would be quick. And so I knew who I wanted to get up there with me or get up there with. And when I saw Eric in front there on that coming out of turn 4, all I wanted to do was get hooked up with him and see what we could do. And like I said, 95 cut us off, and then the 46 really cut us off. But
yeah, I don't know. I'm not quite sure if he lost his bearings or if he saw a Taco Bell sign or a garage sale in the pit area or something. I don't know what caused him to make that kind of move. It looked like to me watching it. Of course, when you're watching it and you're driving, it's two different things. But, man, he had so much momentum going. I thought for sure he could have shot right through the middle right there, and he might have been the cat to beat. But wrong move at the right time.
Anytime you're behind cars that got some damage and you're clean and you're coming through that short chute, you're going to carry more momentum, especially pulling off of them. So, but I hate it for some of the guys on the team. Tracy and had a rough night. Had to go back in the hauler early, and of course Gabe on that caution. There's so much smoke. I think a car was stuck in the fence that he got collected. That kind of killed him. But
yeah, that was I think one of the cars got stuck earlier was the 24.
Well, I think Everett got stuck in the wall, and it was just a cloud of smoke by the time Gabe got there, and it just killed his car too. So
well, I know it don't mean anything, but I'll tell you what, I really felt sorry for Everett. He battled all evening long, and man, he was at the right place at the wrong time numerous different times. So I gave him my Dude Wipes award. Not for the fact he got the worst wreck, but I think the man had some tears. If not, he deserved to cry some, because it's like he had a bullseye. He was sponsored by Target because he just couldn't get away from the mayhem. So I felt sorry for him tonight.
Yeah, well, this is a tough bunch. I mean, there's 42 trucks here every night, and
every single one of them can win this race. That's the demeanor here of these guys.
Oh, and you want to be near the front or up front. Because it's even the pit stops. Everybody makes good solid pit stops. So what you think you can gain in lap time on a pit stop is negligent as well. So,
and we also had some net code problems. I mean, I went back and we watched it carefully, and unfortunately, your pole setter tonight, he ended up getting nailed by net code.
I got caught up in that.
Well, I know Dave was in front of me there late, and I was trying to push him hard on the top side behind with Mark in front of us, and he blinked on me about 4 times going between the short chute and the tri-oval and kind of scared me a little bit, but managed to stay solid after that. But
well, hey, congratulations. You managed to make it through there, at least get a 3rd place finish. Got yourself some points. Looking for the big pictures, what you're looking for here.
Absolutely. We're slowly but surely climbing up that points ladder, and tonight sure helps. So,
all right, my friend, who do you want to thank before I let you go?
Oh, I got to thank the team. I know when I met somebody, and Jimmy and Gabe and Eric, Tracy. Oh, who else? Who else am I forgetting here? But the guys are just
Dale, Eric.
Yeah, just the guys have been real helpful. Coaching on what we want to do strategy wise, and wouldn't be here without them for sure.
Well, congratulations, third place. Got you some points. Get out of that rig, wipe your brow off, and get your feelings back in your knuckles.
Definitely. I'm gonna go outside and fill my lungs up with air for the first time in an hour and a half.
Oh, there you go, my friend.
Hey.
Take care.
Yeah, great job, JD. It was awesome.
Good job.
I enjoyed it. Thank you, Jimmy. JD, I had fun earlier when me and you were up front there and you're pushing me there. I was like, wow, he's doing an awesome grab job tonight. You did a fantastic job. Great job.
Well, thanks, Gary. I was hoping we could hook up there at the end, but I don't know how we got separated, but somehow we didn't. But
Yeah, we did. I lost you. I was like, oh my God, I lost you, and you're doing an awesome job. Awesome job. Impressed.
All right,
Very impressed.
Now, since my buddy Gary's up here, I'll chat with him next. So you guys take care there, and we'll see you next week. But Gary, talk to me, buddy.
Thanks. Oh, I just want to say thank you to Jimmy. Thanks for everything you do here.
Gary, what was your take here? I mean, you were up there, Lord have mercy. I mean, you was another one that was kind of the wrong place at the right time all the time. Now, if I'm not mistaken, did you run out of fuel?
Yes, I did.
That's what I thought.
I ran out of fuel.
But
that caution came out, and I was saving everything I could.
Well, I know it looked like you got ran over. I
got ran over.
Like I said, in the broadcast booth, watching this is different than actually driving. But from my point of view, it looked like the 14 of them guys had plenty of time to go up the middle lane, and
This just should have went around me. I would have been happy with that. This just went around me. I've been happy. Well, just go on the outside and go.
I think they just wanted
I didn't
to
expect
go
it.
through you.
Yeah, I didn't expect it either. I was just sat there and I looked up. I thought for sure they were just going to go on the outside of me, but I looked up again and he was like getting closer and closer and closer. And I'm like, oh my God! And I grabbed my steering wheel a little tight, and bam!
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. Bad luck once again, but you know what? It's a blast watching you run, Gary. That's for sure. I mean, man, you were on the money tonight. I mean, you and about 4 other cats, you guys, you had it going on, and it was a blast to watch. But unfortunately, super speedway racing comes up and bites you in the ass, and you don't know it. It's just the way it is.
Yes, but at the end, I finished 8th, so I consider that a win.
After everything that's happened,
everything happened. Yes, everything had happened at the end there. I looked up and it said 8th on the podium, and I was like, that's fantastic. That's a good win.
I will take that and smile till next week, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. You take care and have yourself a good one, all right?
Thank you.
Good job, Gary. Appreciate your race.
Thank you. Thanks again, Jimmy.
I'll tell you what, Jimmy. Man, I don't know how many laps we went green flagging. I mean, it's super speedway racing, and I know how you are. You're very meticulous. You expect, the big boys of iRacing super speedways, to be on the perfect up and up. And they were for like 50 laps or 45 laps or something. I mean, overall, at the end of every race, the last 10 laps, you always know it's mayhem. It's just the way it is. But there was some really, really good racing going on here right up to the last lap. And that's when it seems like it all, as usual, all just seems to go to hell. That's just the way it is. But the talent that you got here it's remarkable. They were 3 and 4 ride all night long.
Well, just something to let you marinate and the viewers marinate. This is a 77-lap race. We had 46 lead changes. 46 lead changes for 77 laps. Let that soak in.
Well, let's see.
But with that being said, that below the yellow line, David was disqualified. I talked to him. When people do crap like that, it puts me in a real bad spot. But we just can't tolerate that kind of racing.
I can't quite understand. I guess, sometimes when you see the checker flag in sight, you sometimes you just make the moves that a veteran just would not do. I mean, it happens to everybody. I mean, that guy knows
Yeah, he just had a brain fart. That's
he
not.
knows
I've
how to
raced with David
drive.
for years.
Yeah, he is
It's
a
not
phenomenal
his
driver.
character, but we talked. He apologized. He was DQ'd, and like I say, he knows he messed up, and like I said, that's just not his character. You know,
No,
people
not at
make
all.
mistakes.
He's won more championships than I can count. I mean, all these guys, every single one of these guys, I mean, they're such great racers. But I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to put 42 drivers that, I mean, let's face it, Jimmy, all 42 of these drivers think they're going to win this race, as well as they should, because their mentality, their level of experience, I mean, every single one of these guys, they're top notch. And that's what creates good racing, and that's what creates drama, and that's what creates all this. And I think it's one of the best shows around, and I'm not just saying that because I'm your broadcaster. You guys, they put on a damn good show every single race. Every night they put on a great show, and you got to be proud
It's all
of
the
that.
drivers that compete. Hey, it's all the drivers that compete, man. They make the league what it is. Without them, it's nothing. We missed Estel in the booth tonight, but Mr. James is in here with us. Good run tonight, James. Appreciate you racing, brother.
Yeah, thanks, Jimmy.
There he is. Another guy that probably had a bird's eye view of a whole lot of things, huh?
Yeah, some tight racing there. I hate that I got Mark there on that last lap. I just got loose on entry there, and I tried to catch it real quick, but we were pretty tight, and I just got the side of him.
Well, it was a good run. I mean, all these guys, like I told Jimmy, man, these guys are tough. Every single one of these drivers, when they get out here, they expect to be in that winner's circle. I mean, that's just how good they are. And you know what? We had a couple new guys out here, I was told. The 42, I think it was Jason Middleton. I believe he was a newcomer, and I think the 48 machine also. Gabbard, John. I was told out in YouTube land that they were newcomers. And I thought they did a pretty good job myself. They were up there doing some good battling. Again, 42 drivers, and any single one of them's got the ability, the talent to win this thing. And that's what makes this league, I think, one of the best super speedway leagues around, because you got some of the best drivers all together at Talladega and Daytona. And man, they battle it out. They know the tricks. They know all the little secrets. They know where the door knocking, the when to bump, when to not bump draft, the side draft. I mean, they know it all. How much tape, who to get behind who's got a lot of tape, I mean, it's amazing. These guys are awesome. So Jimmy, my hat's off to you if I have one on my head, son. You put together a great league, and you got to be proud of it.
Yeah, I agree. Jimmy's attracted the best of the best out here. So every week it's a chance for everybody. Anybody out here can win, and I mean I think it shows with their racing.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, 46. Jimmy's right. 46 lead changes. It's pretty freaking good. And we only had 4 cautions.
77 laps. I mean, we're not doing 94 laps. We're not doing
right.
I mean, that tells you. That tells you right there, them guys are out there racing, putting on a show. I mean, that big a field, them guys racing that hard.
You had 4 cautions, and 3 of them happened within the last 20 laps of the race.
It looked like 2 of them were net code. It looked like 2 of them was net code.
You was net code all the way. I mean, you go back and you watch the broadcast. I must have showed different camera angles, but that is a true version and description of iRacing's netcode problem. Plain simple, it bit you in the butt, period. But unfortunately, that's just the way it is. 46 lean changes. Caution laps was only 12. Only 4 cautions of the night, and 2 of them happened within the last 20 laps or 15 laps or so of the race. That was it. So congratulations to you guys. We're going to catch you next Tuesday. We're going to do it all again. Jimmy, good job, buddy, on the league. And tell my buddy I missed him tonight. I don't know what happened.
I sure will, Bob. Hey, we appreciate you. We appreciate you broadcasting this for us.
Well,
You do a wonderful
I'm
job.
glad I'm here and not beat up by thunderstorms. And
Again, Bobby, I appreciate all the drivers. Without them, this wouldn't be possible.
nope.
I appreciate drivers from OP. I appreciate drivers from Old Farts. I appreciate drivers from Area 51. I appreciate drivers coming from TW Motorsports. You know, I'll mention leagues. You know, ain't no one got to mention me, but I always pay my respects to everybody and don't try to slight anybody. You know what I mean? So
I'll
I'm
tell you
probably one
what.
of the few league owners that will give credit where credit's due, give shouts out, but that's just how I roll. And I
I've never
appreciate
seen
all the
it.
fans. And this is Bobby from the lobby, and we appreciate you, brother.
I'll tell you what, buddy. I've never seen a league owner so appreciative in all my life. Every single week, you thank every team owner, every league that's a part of your league. I mean, I'll tell you what. If whoever's listening out there, if your little bell rings and you happen to notice it and it says Jimmy Crow, by golly, you better answer it, because that's the elite asking you if you want to come in and join this league. And I tell you what, that is one little tidbit that I'll tell you. If the invite, I mean, that says enough right there, just to be considered with these guys, because these guys don't mess around. They spend many hours getting their setups and working together. And I'll tell you, Jimmy, I think you've got the pole like the last 4 or 5 races, man. You're on a roll for poles, pal.
Hey, my buddy Tracy, he don't like that first pit box. He's been laying monsters down, and you can see him qualify in Old Farts on Friday night on MaxspeedTV. But yeah, I really don't. Hey, Bob, I really don't like the credit, man. I'm only as good as the guys that race with me, and that's how I've been since day one on iRace. And so,
you know what? It's
I
a
give all the
team
credit
thing
to the drivers and Big Estel.
Yep, it's a big team event. That's what's so nice. You've got teams working, individuals working with each other. I mean, the 429, Paul Witt, this guy, out of the blue, I think this is the second season that I broadcasted for you. Last year, nothing. And all of a sudden, this year, look out. The guy is up there every single Tuesday battling for the lead. I mean, I don't know. I guess when you're around good drivers, you learn, and the experience starts to come your way, and you start getting as good as the rest of them. My daddy always used to tell me, son, when I was younger, he says, son, you hang around shit, you begin to smell like it. And I took that to heart, because that just told me who you hang around and who you don't. In this league, you hang around somebody. If you're not that good, or you think you're good, believe me, they'll make you better. And that's what's great about this league. Jimmy, good job on the league. Congratulations. I'm going to let you go and get out of here, and I'll catch you next week.
Appreciate you, Bobby. And remember, it gets greater later for all them haters.
That's right, brother. You take care. We'll see ya. All right, folks, you heard it. I'm all choked up already. Again, great job. These guys are the best of the best. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you liked everything. Hit that like button if you would, please. I would certainly appreciate it if you would. These guys, they deserve it. They put on a great show. And congratulations again to James Mayer for the win. He is your winner. Ta-da! We'll shoot some fireworks off for him, even though I was unable to... Wait a minute. I think I can. I did get him. Oh, I did. Hang on a second. This interview's not over with. Not by a long shot. Let me find him. James!
Yes, sir.
Ha! I don't know what happened. I almost completely skipped your interview, my friend. I found you.
Yeah.
I found you. Now
I'm still here.
Now we can talk and get this thing hatched out and over with. You know what? Everybody wrecked everybody. The last 300 yards to the checker flag, you probably could have pushed your car to the victory.
Yeah, of course, I wrecked everybody before that, so I put the odds in my favor.
Shit happens. It's super speedway racing. But
yeah, I hate it for Mark. I was in the middle there, and I got loose on entry, and I slid up and got Mark. But tight racing, it's gonna happen.
Well, congratulations on your win. Like I said, I think I think you could have got out of your car and pushed it to the finish line.
Yeah, I saw them all, wrecking behind me, and I was like, "Oh, this is it."
Probably one of the easiest wins
They're,
I've seen at Super Speedway.
They're tough to come by over here, so I'll take them as I can get them.
Well,
but,
points are points, pal.
like
Take
I
it. Take it with a
I
smile.
I hate to be the cause of a wreck, so.
Well, trust me, pal, you're not the only one. Don't hold that weight all by yourself. Hey, who do you want to thank, pal, out here before I let you go, considering I almost snubbed you and missed it?
Yeah, no, all the guys I run with on the team there, they keep it fun. Of course, Jimmy and the guys that put this league on. Like you said earlier, it's a great league. Jimmy keeps it pretty stress-free, and that makes it enjoyable for all of us drivers, I think. So, and then of course you up in the booth put the show on.
Well, hey, no problem, considering I almost missed interviewing the winner of the race. I don't know where my head was at. I'll tell you that. I don't know. I guess broadcasters are allowed to have a dumbass attack once in a while too, right?
Yeah, of course. It happens. Happens to the best of us.
All right, brother.
Yeah. Guys, right. Hey, good job, Bobby. Good job, James. Appreciate you, fellas.
You too, Jimmy.
Hey, Bobby, you want to know what's hilarious?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's funny, Jimmy. Your broadcaster pretty much just almost shunned the winner of the race and didn't even interview him. How bad's that?
Oh, hey, it's all good. Hey, during you talking to me, I declined 4 league requests.
See, folks,
Declined 4 of them.
you
bro.
see, folks,
So
if you get
doing good.
If you get a league request from Jimmy Crow, you better take it, because there's a boatload of people.
They were trying to apply.
I
declined.
I know.
4 people, and we wasn't even done interview.
We're still not done interviewing. We're still live. I had to come back and get Mr. Mayor and interview him. I forgot him.
Yeah, are we live for real?
Well, yeah, I'm not lying to you.
Oh shoot! All right, I'm gonna hop up off here, boy.
Yeah, see ya. See what I mean? These guys are the elite of the elite. You get an offer by Jimmy Crow to hop in his league. You better jump on it, pal, because that freaking list is long and waiting. You know what I mean?
It's a long list, and you gotta be when the lobby opens, you gotta be ready to go, because it fills up quick.
Oh boy, does it ever. I'll tell you what. Points is what we're looking at, and that's what you got today. We're looking for the big championship.
Yeah, I've had a couple bad finishes though, so I got a long way to go, I think. But
Yeah, well, you got yourself.
This will definitely help.
You got to win. It's going to help you. Well, take care of yourself, James. Congratulations. Yep. And I promise I won't forget you if you win. If you win next week and double down. All right.
Well, you know what? I hope we can come back and do it again next week.
Well, I hope you can too. That way, I won't feel so bad for missing out on you. All right, you take care, brother.
You too.
All right. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad I made that right. I'll tell you that. I was a little worried there. Well, folks, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. This is MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the freaking hobbies, because that's what his wife says, and that's what I go by. You're watching Super Speedway Kings every Tuesday night. The best of the best, the elite of the elite of Super Speedways. Come back next Tuesday. We're going to tackle it. We're going to do it again. Till then, everybody out there, you be safe. See ya.